Good morning and welcome to this morning's Meet Your Muse, a series where we just have a morning cup of coffee and talk about different art prompts and how they apply to our real life. If you don't know me, hi, I'm Allie over at A Cleaver Art. I've been going live since July, sharing art stories and just kind of showing up a little bit, figuring out what we're doing here. So, oh, hi, babe. I see you. Thank you for the love. I appreciate you already. So this morning, our prompt, what we're kind of asking about is what is a reminder that you need to hear? Now, I know that's not a super tiny, quick question. If you want to put your, hi, babe, you want to put your favorite color or just say hi in the comments, that's cool. Totally all right. But we are here to get some deep thoughts going. So while we're waiting to kind of get running, let me tell you about myself. So I am an Akron, Ohio artist. Hi, I see you. I have been in business officially for 5 years. I'm kind of doing a rebrand right now. Today's setup is not our normal for Meet the Muse. Apparently my laptop did not charge last night, so I woke up and tried to get on here with 2%. Hey, how you doing, dude? How you doing? I love that that's your name. But yeah, guys, the question for today is really, what reminder do you need to hear? You know, each one of these paintings behind me is a reminder of a different moment in my life. It's something that I have experienced and gotten to share with the world. And like I said, I've been doing this for 5 years, trying to get the business. Oh, thank you. Seeing you is awesome. I love the support. Like, honestly, to go from just trying to be like a locally known person to, hey, I'm on TikTok Live every day, it is an honor to be considered your friend. It is definitely a joy to know that you guys are excited to see me. You guys have been dealing with the different setups and all the different trial and errors as we've been figuring this out, and the support is unreal. Like, I know I've got the goal to get to 10K and we're trying to do all these big things. That is not because the few of you who are showing up don't matter. It's because TikTok unlocks certain programs for sellers. And, you know, so I need that number to get into certain little things unlocked. Hi, Edie, I see you. No way, dude. It's all mine. Like, seriously, you guys don't understand. You know, people laugh. I say I used to be shy. And I did. I used to be very afraid to engage with the world. I don't regret it. I learned along the way, but I used to be so afraid to share my art, to share my ideas, to speak up. And advocating for other causes really helped me find my voice along the way. Experiencing some crazy stuff, you know, reminded me where my heart center is. So if you are just now joining us, guys, we are just doing a little morning coffee chat. Tell me what your favorite color is. Tell me where you're from. All that good stuff. I always like to ask how people take their coffee. I'm always on the hunt for a good new recipe. So if you've got something crazy going on, let me know. As long as it's non-alcoholic. Haven't had a drink in 15 months, so we're not going to mess with that. But for those of you who are joining us this morning, we're just kind of chit-chatting, getting out there. There are some products that you guys can check out. These are some of the newer things that I have been adding to the shop as we've been kind of getting a little bit more regular. I think this is my favorite one that is available right now. And then I am having a sale on commission, so you guys can always just DM for that. But enough with the sale stuff, guys. What is our favorite color? Let's just start with that one. What is your favorite? We're going to be like kids again. What is your favorite color? Any single one of you. Mine is green. Mine is green. And it's green because green symbolizes growth. Every time I look at green, I think grass and trees and just something beautiful. So if you're joining us, go ahead and comment what your favorite color is and maybe even why. We do have a goal today of the 10 applause. It is a campaign goal we're doing, guys. Like I said, I am just trying to push to unlock some of these options that TikTok gives us creators. So if you do like what we're doing, if you support free artists, go ahead, give us a follow. Now is a great time to repost, all that good stuff. But today's prompt is actually, for those of you who don't know how we meet the muse, today's prompt is what reminder do we need? Sometimes we need reminded that we matter. Sometimes we need reminded that our ideas aren't crazy. Sometimes we just need reminded that somebody sees us. Today, my reminder was plug in the tablet before you go to sleep. Which is silly. You know, it shouldn't be like deep, soulful, make it hard to exist, but you know, we had to switch up our setup. We were almost late because of it. So that tiny little, maybe I should set an alarm on my phone. Hey, make sure everything's plugged in before you go. Because this setup works. You guys are here. I appreciate you joining me. It is so sweet to see all of you popping up this early in the morning. It really does bless my soul. But yes, first world problems is that I didn't plug it in. I totally agree, Tanner. I try not to complain. I am very just happy that I live a life where I get to create art and share it with the world. Like this afternoon, we do Allie's Creative Cafe, and we're gonna sketch together. We're gonna meet some other creators. This morning is just kind of so you guys can get to know me one-on-one, see the different things that we're doing. I see you. Hi, chicken. Hi. But yeah, guys, I'm sorry we're on the phone. It's kind of wonky, but it is like a little bit faster, so that's good. But yeah, so if you don't know me, Allie at A Cleaver Art, just trying to get people to be creative, spend some time thinking about, you know, what motivates them, keeps them inspired. If we sell a painting or two in the end, good. If not, hey, we hopefully got some people to sketch. So Saturday's Creative Cafe, we actually did mandalas. So mine's not finished yet. It'll probably be what I start this afternoon off with. But guys, I've been going live every day. Thank you for the likes, guys. Really appreciate it. If you're liking what we're doing, hit that repost. It really, really does help us creators. And if you're not following, why not? Why not? I do follow back, so there's that to consider. Thank you, Tanner. Thank you. I appreciate you so much. I'm going to come check out your page as soon as I'm done here. But yeah, so if you are available for the lunchtime hour, we will be working on this little mandala. We're going to get that finished. The goal is to have it on a t-shirt by the end of this week. I really, really enjoyed it, and hopefully the coloring works out. I am not usually a color pencil person, so it's a little experiment. That is okay. Thank you for showing up today. I love it. I love it. Thank you for being here. Go handle real life, guys. Like, please just come back later. Come hang out. Anytime you guys have like a great idea, you want something created in the afternoon. Yes, the coffee was so necessary. I was like, how do I center myself? And it's definitely coffee, guys. If you haven't figured out from all the cafe themes and, I even got the cup clock. I feel like coffee fuels your soul. And if you got to drink something other than water, it's probably the best. But thank you for that. Thank you. But yeah, guys, the goal is just to create a little bit together, get to know some other creatives. I've spent the last 2 months figuring out what I'm doing with live. We do have an official new setup. So in the afternoon, you'll be able to see the art as it's being made. On the weekends, schedule permitting, I do pop-ups in the actual studio where you can see some of the larger artworks that we're working on. But the whole point of being here, being on live, spending this time with you, is that you guys get some creative inspiration. You know, when I think about things, tiny reminders that I need, plug the laptop in is silly, but that limits my ability to create in the future. So something as simple as a little alarm that when it goes off, I go, oh, why did I put that? Oh, yeah, I got to go plug these things in. It keeps me from having those first world problems, and it keeps me ready to create and set up. So like the 5-minute cleanup habit, maybe you need to reminded like, hey, it only takes 2 minutes to put this back where it goes. Maybe today's reminder is all you need is a pencil with a good eraser. I don't know. Maybe the reminder is that you can support others without putting yourself out. I strongly believe that I do not have to be the #1 person on TikTok. That 10K follower goal really is to unlock and open up options in my life. It is not like I'm trying to be the next influencer. I don't want your attention if you're not going to sit down and sketch with me. I'm going to be honest. I believe so strongly in inspiring creativity. Taking this few minutes to sit down and chat and share time with each other, that is just as beautiful as the sketch or the painting, in my mind anyways. So while I believe art can change the world, and I am trying so hard to share that with everybody, I do watch it change the world every day. You know, I've met so many amazing people on here that are like, I haven't painted in, a year, and I had to. You talk about how much it frees your soul. And guys, that's the thing about art. If you are a creative, if you are even kind of curious about making something. Good morning, awesome. I am doing great. I am great. I take that as a compliment. I don't want to mispronounce your name, so please, I think it's Azera. I don't know, that's horrible. Hey, Jen. But let me see if this will let me pin from my phone, because I love that comment. Okay, so Azera, I'm so sorry if I'm ruining that. Says, I sound like a PBS kids show host, and then made sure to say that that's a compliment, by the way. So I grew up Bob Ross generation. A lot of times he'd be how I would fall asleep, and I do take that sincerely as a compliment. I told somebody one time that my goal in life was to be Bob Ross meets Lisa Frank with like a dash of LeVar Burton, possibly Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood. So that, thank you. That is so sweet. I know, talk about a combination, right? But 90s kid, not to date myself as awesome as I am. Guys, since we do have a few of you in here, please hit that repost. Let's get us out there, get some information shared. But yeah, I do take that as a compliment. Thank you. There was a time where I would be so afraid to share my art. Like the idea of going live on TikTok. No, absolutely not. Thank you for the repost, Tanner. I appreciate you so much. Somebody would be like, you should advertise there. And I would get panic stricken. So there's another reminder. Do it scared. Do it scared. Because here's the thing. The more you show up consistently, Marco! The more you do it consistently, the better that you get at it. So art is literally just the same shape over and over and over again. Let me show you this sketchbook page. I'm going to prove how many of these shapes are repeated. So this is a page for my sketchbook I've been working on. I'm going to turn a couple of these into stickers. So if you're in the fan club, you do get hand sketch stickers that you can use as comments instead of trying to come up with words. Okay. Obviously straight lines. oval, triangle with a rounded edge. You guys know what else is an oval? The number 0. A circle is an O. So if you can write, you can draw. You just have to keep making those marks. You have to show up and try. You can't just say, hey, this is what I do, and pretend that's what you do. I said for years, guys, I'm an artist, and then I went and clocked in as a server bartender. Split energy. That's not the same thing as, hey, guys, come make some art with me, hang out. Totally different thing, you know, because today I showed up as an artist. 2 months ago, I was showing up split and frazzled. I was trying to remind myself daily, this is what I want to do. This is who I really am. And then I was doing the opposite. Hey, babe, I see you. Thank you for showing up today. Don't forget your heart me now. I need all of those. I'm trying to do that little campaign thing and get the little billboard. I think it's so cute. I know it's silly, but Diamond, thank you. Oh my God. Do you go live? Because if you do, I want to see some of your diamond paintings. I am so nosy. But thank you, love. Thank you. Thank you. You guys are awesome. I have been loving making friends. And the thing is, I make active friends. I go through once a week. And if you are not somebody I've been chit-chatting, or, you know, you said you go live and then you send me a live for somebody else and I never get to see you, I don't really feel like that's a friendship. That's not reciprocal, you know? And I do try to make it fair and even. You've been busy. Yes, life will be lifing. That's one of the reminders we've been talking about. Yes. So what I do, you know what, babe? It's fine. You know how I feel about this on a for real level. You know you're good. I'm not even gonna justify that. But yeah, life gets to lifing. So speaking of, July 25th, I quit my day job. I said, I'm not doing this anymore, because that was a reminder that my soul needed, that I didn't need to split my energy. And let me tell you guys, when you do that, the reactions, I can't even say they're 50-50. They are all over the place, okay? Stop it. Stop it. I can't wait to see you live later. Will you do me a favor, Marco? I know it's Tuesday, and I think I don't want to give the wrong time. Guys, my friend Commander Marco is doing a battle tomorrow, and I need you guys to come support him like you've been supporting me. He's amazing. 50 minutes? Oh my goodness, Marco, yes, you have been hanging out with me a little bit. Good for you, babe. We're going to get you to sketch one of these days. We're going to get you to do it. But when life is lifing, the reminder of who you are, who you shine true as, should be the first thing on your mind. Move from your center, not the things around you. Don't let those distract you from your goals. Maybe that's the reminder you need this morning. Is it related to art? Yes. Everything we do can be art if we put that little curiosity, that little flair, that I want to see what happens. Guys, I never made a mandala in my life before this. Never. Oh, don't tease me. I need another picture of me, babe. And that's the thing, guys. You know, trying the new things, experimenting, showing up. Saturday during Allie's Cafe, I got to watch someone who self-proclaims they never calm down, that they don't know how to sit still, for an hour and a half. They worked on a mandala. They sat still. They interacted. You can't tell me that's not worth hitting that go live button for. You'll never convince me that that is not what I am here to do. Never. I know you still got it. Exactly. Where's the pencil sharpener? Hey, worst case, I'll send you one. Because I want to see that picture. But guys, my reminder for you is all you need is a pencil. Maybe a good eraser. Because you have to make the marks I can't sell a painting that I didn't paint. Think about that. If you have a great idea in your heart and you're keeping it inside of you, how am I supposed to tell you I love it? How am I supposed to how am I supposed to encourage you to make more of it? If it doesn't exist in reality, it's just a good idea up here. Why would you keep it up there? You could share it with us. That's the thing, guys. People are like, you used to be shy? No way. Yes, I used to be shy. The world will tell you to be a certain thing. I'm supposed to be quiet. Bet. Exactly. Bet. I'm going to be quiet? No, no, no. I have spent too much of my life learning how to express, how to advocate. I don't even have to speak up for me. I'll speak up for others. I am not going to watch the crazy stuff go down and be like, oh, that's okay. So as cute and fluffy as I am this morning, there is a lion that will come out and will stand up for a cause. Like I love doing my artwork because at the end of the day, it inspires other people to make art. But also, it's not an idea stuck in my head. I'm making space for more ideas, more beauty. These are reminders of moments that I have literally survived in my life. Some of them dark and crazy. And you can't tell when you look at them. You know, they're all pretty. Because that's the superpower of an artist. So I want you guys to remember that you are also creators. You can focus on one tiny thing and build it up. It doesn't have to be what everybody else tells you it has to be, because you only have your one life. You have your one. Now, I don't know if you're secretly a cat and you're going to come back as, you know, if you only have one though, how do you want to spend that time? I was spending it split. I was spending it not focused, and it was draining me. That is not how I want to spend my time. That is not my life. That is not how we do that over here. Over here, we find something fun to explore. Over here, we enjoy that you guys are just hanging out, having some fun with us this morning. Hopefully you caught one of the reminders. Marco, I can't even repeat that. I'm done with you. But hopefully you heard one of the reminders that you needed for today. The only other one I can think of, guys, is how beautiful you are. Do you know that you bless my soul just by existing? By showing up in here, saying, hey, I see what you're doing. It matters to me. It was worth a few minutes of my time. Guys, that's not ego. That's legit gratitude. We're going to grow one new follower at a time, one new friend, one sincere connection, where people feel comfortable to come in and make silly jokes in front of the whole world, because we don't have to hide here, guys. When you hang out with Allie at A Cleaver Art, it's supposed to be a safe space. I spent a lot of time and energy making myself a safe space. And I want to share that with you guys. I want you to come by this afternoon and make some art with me, okay? We're going to finish up this sketch. This was Saturday. We're going to finish it up. We're going to add a couple more stickers to the fan club. I am going to eventually get to the super fans, but guys, just come hang out with me. If you can heart me, do that. It is a mandala. So I'm telling you, you got to come for the Creative Cafe. That's what we're doing. We're making stuff. We're having guest artists in, other creators that go live. A couple of them don't even go live. They just want to share what they're making. And I think that's great. So 11:15 to 1:15 Eastern. So if you got a lunch hour, you can join us. And you know, Marco, for you, anytime I'm live, you can join in, except for these ones, because you get too spicy early in the morning. Speaking of what time is your battle? Put that in there. I want people to know about it. Seriously. I'm So excited to support you. Um, but guys, the reminder that you are beautiful inside and out. Your support does matter. You guys showing up, hanging out, your silly comments, sometimes insightful comments. Like, so 7:45 Eastern tomorrow. It is on my calendar correctly. Yes. You made the perfect pose. You Azira, thank you. You made this live special for me. I can't believe you said I sound like a PBS teacher. That is delightful. Oh my goodness. You should see when we're actually creating. Oh my goodness, it's so ridiculous. I did actually slowly upgrade into, I traded somebody my tablet so that they could do their school assignments for their laptop just so that I could do studio. And then, like I said, I forgot to plug the thing in. How silly. How silly. And I didn't forget. I didn't forget to show up for you guys. I didn't forget to show up for myself. As myself. The finer Miss Frizzle. Yes. Oh my God. Miss Frizzle is literally the combination of Lisa. Oh my God. Yes. Yes. Thank you. You know I'm going to come spoil you later for that one. Thank you, boo. But guys, no, it's not about fluff and skirts. It's about how we create together. What are we really building and working on? I don't want you guys to have split time and energy. I want you to be able to say, hey, I got 5 minutes. Let me sketch. Got 3 minutes. Let me get this thing accomplished towards my goal. Because here's the thing. It's not about producing. It's not about always being making. It's not about hustle at all. It's about that 5 minutes of reminding yourself that if you consistently do something, you can get better at it. It's about reminding yourself that you can show up, sit down at the table and meet your muse. I'm not your muse. You're your muse. I need you to understand that. Behave, mister. We can make that time. We can make that few minutes here and there. You guys are awesome. We can make that few minutes here and there, and they can add up, they can count. But you have to make those marks. That's what I'm saying, guys. We have to make those marks. So hopefully, don't be anything other than you. I wouldn't love you so much if you were anything else. Let's be real. We don't try to be stuff we're not. We figure out what we are, and we just be the best version of that. Yes, these are acrylics. Thank you for noticing. Real talk, as I was, developing my art over the years, acrylics were just cheaper and easier to get to. They dry faster. Obviously, as I was learning art through school, a lot of, high school art programs, they do not offer acrylics because of the cost. So, yeah, these have kind of, my style has developed from like an acrylic pour painting. I use Posca markers a lot to fill in like little different, like the blue on this is marker, not, it's still technically paint, but yes, Rocky, I agree. Acrylics are a great medium because, like I said, they dry quickly. They're, so I do have like probably like 30 canvases up in the attic we need to work on, but we've got a couple more minutes before we leave. So if anybody's got any questions about like what I'm doing here, what time you guys can find us, what the goals are, go ahead and toss them in the comments. You want to say, hey, I make this. Marco, what is your question? Is it business appropriate? Rocky, the art market in my area, that's a good question. So I'm an Akron, Ohio artist, and the area specifically around me is very art-centric. I get to go to the museum all the time, Halfway is not acceptable, sir. Um, but we also have, thank you for the follow, Rocky. We also have a lot of events. So where I'm located, I actually go as far as like Michigan and Pennsylvania for different art shows. Um, and it's lovely. It's lovely. 75% is acceptable. We'll take a C. I know D's get degrees, but we'll take a C, sir. um, as a matter of fact, I am trying to gear up some of the things that I've been making and posting. If they don't get out of the studio cleanup lot, they will be. If I just hold out, you're going to give me 100. You know that, right? You know that. You've already gone from 50 to 70. We're at 80. I'm holding out for 90. That's the compromise. But yeah, so the markets are just like, they're varied. There's so many different amazing shops. The Kent area, especially because it does have the art college specifically. Go team. We'll take it. Is very good for events. Like, I do a pop-up at the zoo every now and again. Like, it's a good area if you are actively trying. I know, he made that so rough, didn't he? But guys, that's the thing. I appreciate you admitting that, babe. Thank you. That's the thing about making friends on here. Marco and I ran into each other. I want to say it's only been a couple of weeks. Every time I'm live, he pops in. Every time I see him live, I pop in. We are always joking. We are always supporting each other. I consider Marco a true friend. He's a good guy. Why would he not be my friend? He's hilarious, as you guys can see. So it's an absolute delight to get to have that kind of interaction that I wouldn't have had beforehand. And, to just have that support consistently. So thank you, Marco. I do appreciate you. I love popping in your lives and just chit chatting. I love your battles though. Listening to your music, oh, my favorite part of the day. So, we're gonna get our stats unlocked so that we can have some like music going a little bit more. But guys, we got to get those follows up. Like, that's such a silly goal, I know, but that's the goal. Because that's how it works. All right, so 90%. If you love the sketch, what? Sir, that is not 90%. That's like 20%. That's a DM question. Okay, we're not. I'm gonna love the sketch, but that's a DM question. Knock it off. I do. So not just acrylic art. Thank you for that question, Rocky. What kind of art do you do? Because I see art in your username as well. That's a good question. So guys, I know a lot of you creators don't consider yourself creators. Even if you just sketch or like you bake, that's something that you're creating. You're doing it every day. You're building your life 1 minute at a time. So multidisciplinary artists, but stand out the most with ink drawings. Photorealistic ink drawings. Okay, yeah, that is a level. That is a level. Yes, I know you got to be extra. So I sketch, photography, obviously the painting. And the reason I would say that the paintings obviously are like my big thing. I have been branching out into other stuff. I take my artwork and I make products, print-on-demand products. So you will only see the originals, the prints, and the posters in the TT shop. If you want to see the other things I make, I can send you the link. So, but I take my abstracts and they become dresses and purses and tennis shoes. I've got a whole line of, notebooks and household items that are available. So I've just been building up the different aspects of my art. I did not ever get official like art training outside of high school. I did a couple classes in college and then went into like business stuff. Um, I I feel that if you want to try a new technique, you should just figure out how to learn. Like there's so many ways to learn this stuff, guys. Like you learn the rule, then you break it. Yeah. And that's the thing is like art in general has been gate kept for so long. Guys, I do really appreciate the likes. Thank you. Thank you. Um, Reposts do help a little bit more. So reposting and commenting is really what TT is pushing lately. I personally enjoy it because I get to meet more people and then I get to have these kind of conversations with you that I feel are more authentic than me being like, hey guys, I'm an artist. Here's what I do. Hit those buttons. You know, just real talk. Yes, I have you have a BA but not in design. See, that's the thing is a lot of artists, I feel, when I told people I was going to become an artist, they were like, well, why don't you like you know that's not safe. Like you're going to starve. I do not subscribe to that. There's food in my cupboard. When I'm hungry, I eat. Like you do not have to agree to these rules. You have to know them so you can break them. Okay? So, yes, we do not gatekeep. We openly share techniques. That's why I made a whole Test the Hack for Going Live series. That's why I show up and I daily say, hey, grab your sketchbook, sit with me. We're going to try this. I had never made a mandala and I was like, guys, we just need something in the center. Then we're going to make another row. Like these techniques are not hard. It's getting someone to pick up the pencil or the paintbrush. I call it choosing your weapon. And actually making the mark. So many of us are afraid to make the mark because it's got to be perfect. I don't make these and go, oh, this is going to be a $500 painting. I sit down and say, I need to create. I have something in my soul that I want to express. I have a new technique I want to try. I get new paints and I'm like, oh my God, let's do something new with them. You know how I know I don't like pointillism? Because I made a 16 by 24 pointless picture and I will never do it again. I sometimes get upset just taking the dot with the marker. It's like I'm still traumatized from that. But I wouldn't know if I didn't try it. And the gatekeeping, guys, the gatekeeping has to stop. Share other creators with your friends. Share other artists. Build a community. Because we really can support each other. I don't gotta be number one. I don't gotta be number one. I know I'm Marco's favorite artist. That counts for it. No, I don't have to be number one, but I do have goals and dreams, and I do have a requirement to get certain things unlocked to be able to expand my goals and dreams. That doesn't take anything away from anyone else. Me reposting somebody's amazing art, thank you for the repost, Gloria. Me reposting somebody's art that they made, all that does is tell people that I like that art, that I support that other creator. It is not a competition. People that like my art are not going to like Rocky's art. They're not going to like, Marco's art necessarily. Maybe they do, maybe they don't. There's no guarantee, but that's what we're going live during the lunchtime hour every day is about. We're going to multi-guest it. We are going to showcase the people that are doing the things, that are making the marks, that are trying. If you can't buy an original, buy a print. If you can't buy a print, hit that repost button. Small acts equal big impacts, guys. Not every bit of support has to be financial. Listen, no, that's not okay. I am not the art teacher. I'm not grading anything. You know what makes me like your art? Is that you made it. That's it. I will forever preach the messy middle. I will forever say, sit down, make something because you can. That's what these things are about. It's about, this morning, Meet the Muse was about, hey guys, what is a art-based reminder we need to hear? What is something that can boost our creativity before we go spend the day in the office or, have to go knock out this class? Life will life, but you can make a few minutes and you can make them matter. You can make them beautiful. Marco, you sweet angel. Stop it. But guys, if you are available this afternoon, please join us. I am trying to wiggle around some of the weekend time, so there are some pop-ups where we'll actually be in the studio again. And we're just going to keep doing the thing slowly. It is an accomplishment because it is very hard to make the blush show up on my cheeks, even though I am high yellow. Big accomplishment. But guys, I do sincerely react to you. Like, this is not fun and games for me. This is the life I want to live. This is the dream. It's to get up and make art and hang out with you guys. Tell people that they can create. That's it. That's my goal. There's no crazy ulterior motive. You made me blush, but did I make you smile this morning? Because that's the important thing. That's the important thing. Because I want it to be reciprocal. I do. Sincerely. So guys, thank you so much for joining me this morning. I do have to get off of here, do some functioning things. I'm going to get a couple more of the finished artworks into the shop for you. People have been asking about them. If you guys have any questions about anything I'm creating or you would like your own commission, I am doing a sale right now. So just DM me, reach out. Thank you, everybody that joined this morning. And again, if you're available, I'll see you at 11:45 today. Bring your sketchbook though, okay? You guys are beautiful, and hopefully I'll see you soon. Well, not if it won't let me say goodbye.